What's up, viewers? It's me, James Stoltz. This episode, I'm doing something that I've never done on my own before, or really done in Canada before. I've done it in Europe and stuff, but I've decided I'm going to take the train from Edmonton, Alberta to Vancouver, British Columbia, and then I will transfer to some other modes of locomotion and get all the way home, but it has not been a great experience so far. It's very early in the morning. I'm trying to be a little bit quieter so I don't disturb people. It took over an hour to get a ticket and get my luggage checked, and it was an absolute disaster in the terminal. But I have lots of room, way more room than I'd have if I took a plane. And hopefully I will have lots of nice scenery to look at on the way home. Yeah, I'll keep you updated. It's a nice train. Via Rail is, well, they're keeping their cars nice and clean, and like I said, lots of leg room. I'm not crowded out. There's no one next to me. Like I said, no one next to me. There we go. That was weird. Yeah, so I will talk to you later. So, after a few hours of traveling, we decided to come down and get some food. And they still have brunch going on. It's very, very tasty. But the dining car is fantastic. Well done, Via Rail. It's beautiful. Countryside's basically the same as it's been for the last 2 hours. So you'll see bits and pieces of that as well as we go on. But yeah, now I'm gonna eat.
There's a voice keeps on calling me down the road, that's where I'll always be. Every stop I make, I'll make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Down this road that never seems to end. When you adventure, life just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's global style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's Mogo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. There's a world that's waiting to unfold, a brand new tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far, but you know it won't be long. We're almost there, we paid our fare with our hobo song. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style.
So there's a quick stop off in Jasper, which is fine. It's a beautiful city, or town, or village, or whatever it is. By quick stop, I mean an hour, so that's not the best. And it's beautiful. It's really quite nice, little town. We'll be back on the road or rail in an hour, and that's cool. It gives me a chance to get up and stretch my legs, but that's actually one of the things I like about the train, is that I can just get up and walk around. You can't do that on a plane as much. There's thin aisles, and people are serving food and drinks, and people have to squeeze past to go to the washroom, and I don't have that issue. I have no one sitting next to me. There's barely anyone in my car. So I can just get up and wander around if I want to, which is actually kind of awesome. But yeah, we should be back on our way in about 45 minutes now. I got some supplies, I got some drinks and some food, and there's a dining car, but that's a pain in the butt, so I'll just keep some food with me and it'll be fine. So, yeah, back on the road again. Finally, I'm home. It was just shy of 32 hours travel time from Edmonton, Alberta to Victoria, British Columbia, where I live. The train was fantastic. I thoroughly enjoyed the ride. It had some issues, and so I will give you a couple tips if you're going to travel via rail, and I highly recommend it. It was a lot of fun. One, travel with somebody. I had a lot of fun listening to podcasts and reading books and looking out the window and filming this whole thing and editing other videos. But there was only so much of that I could do before eventually I just started wandering the train, chatting people, chatting with people, chatting at people, chatting up people, chatting down people. Yeah, so bring someone with you. Which ties into my second point. Get a sleeper car. It is far more expensive. It was about $200 for the seat that I had, and that's not bad. It was less than a plane, so I was fine with it. It did take 10 times as long as a plane, but it's fine. But the reason I say bring a sleeper car is because I am exhausted. The chairs are very comfortable to sit in, and they even recline quite nicely, and they have a footrest. However, I'm 6'2", and so they weren't very conducive to me actually sleeping in them. I ended up getting a few hours sleep, but I ended up contorting into kind of a like tetromino L block kind of shape. Folding up my neck in the seat, and then my back was twisted around the other two seats, and my legs were kind of crumpled up on the floor. So it wasn't the most comfortable sleep I'd ever gotten. And so a little sleeper cabin would be nice. But the reason I say bring someone is because then you can split the cost, and then it'll be slightly more expensive than a plane because it's about $750 for a sleeper car. But between two people, that's not so bad. And you'd have nice company. So yeah, if you're going to travel via rail, and I again recommend it, yeah, make sure that it's for a good reason. Make sure it's not just, like, if you want to see Canada as you travel across it, there are few better ways. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I got to see a lot of beautiful country. I got to get a lot of good footage, hopefully. And yeah, it was totally worth it. I got to stop in a lot of nice cities like Jasper. But once night hit, I was basically me and my laptop sitting in a comfortable but not comfortable to sleep in chair. And so yeah, I would recommend, if I had that little room, I probably would have been just fine. But yeah, 32 hours is a lot of travel time, so I'm going to stop recording. I had a shower already. It was basically the first thing I did. I walked into the apartment, immediately hopped into the shower, and then I started recording this. But I still need to shave, as you can see. I'm getting kind of scruffy over my holidays. Oh, that was weird. Random noises in the background. Yeah, and then I'm going to sleep the sleep of the dead. If you are seeing this, it means I made it out okay. I ended up editing this and putting it up, so everything was fine. But yeah, so traveling via rail across Canada, not bad. I'd call this a win. And so yeah, I am Kim Stoltz, and even though I don't know what I'm doing, still did it.